What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. I'm Eric, Mr. Cincinnati Robinson. As always, I am joined by the podcast dad himself, Chris Hoops. Chips, how you doing, buddy?
That'd be better if we had two more followers on X.
I know. We are so close. We are at 998 followers. It is just such an uneven, unfair number. However, we're gonna be patient. We're gonna be patient. We've come this far. We're almost there. We'll be there by
Yeah,
the end of the weekend.
yeah.
I feel fairly confident about that. But
I'm hoping we're
anyway,
there by the end of the day.
hey, we'll see. I'm just saying. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for checking out tonight's episode. Make sure to hit that QR code in the top left corner. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. If you know one person out there, hell, if you know two people out there that would enjoy this show, just send them to our X page. We go live on X, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and hopefully Kick soon. As soon as I can figure out what the hell I'm actually supposed to do with it. But anyway, easy there, Naya.
Kick.
We got a fun weekend ahead.
We do have a fun weekend.
Yeah.
Much needed weekend. I mean, I don't know how much
Yes.
8 hours in the car with you's going to be, but hey, we'll get there.
It's closer to 9, but I didn't want to tell you that. Yeah, no, big
Sorry.
weekend for not just the junkies going down to have a little bit of fun, but really we're out to support the frat daddy Bryce Cannon. He's got two big matches, one of them coming up tonight. This is the Southern States Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship match. Bryce Cannon taking on Martin Stone, formerly known as Danny Burch in WWE. And then the big one, Saturday night, Lariato Pro Wrestling in Dublin, Georgia. The frat daddy taking on the indie god Matt Cardona. We are going to be there. We've got our floor seats secured. Dude, I'm ready for this match.
I'm pumped. You keep flashing it up there.
I wasn't
But
actually, you know what? I got a little trigger happy. Let me alone.
no, I'm pumped. It's been a long time since I've been to an indie show, so this is going to be yeah, man, it's been probably close to a decade since I've been to an indie show. So this is
Jeez.
gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, for sure. This card's shaping up to be a lot of fun. But not only is there great indie wrestling this weekend, AEW Revolution is this weekend, coming from the Greensboro Coliseum. Sting's last match. I mean, there's a lot to unpack about this card here. So what do you say we dive right on in?
Yeah, it looks like a stacked card on paper. A little bit of a card change, but we'll get into it here in a second.
Yeah, actually, let's just start with that match now. This was supposed to
Okay.
be the Meat Madness match. I think this was Wardlow, Hobbs, and Lance Archer. Triple threat is what was announced.
Yeah,
And then, for whatever reason, card subject to change went and changed on us. And now
injuries
we've got.
is what the excuse was.
I
Injuries
know.
was
I heard. I know, but we'll come back to that. Jericho, Wardlow, Hobbs, Lance Archer, Hook, Brian Cage, and then. Okay, well, there's spoilers. I pulled up Wikipedia. Do you want to know who's in it?
I
Magnus
was
from
gonna
CMLL.
I was gonna watch Rampage to find out. Thank you.
The hell you were.
I know it was Magnus
Magnus,
and
Dante Martin.
really Dante Martin got in. Interesting,
Yes. Yeah.
because I know it was Magnus and Matt Seidel for one
Yes.
spot,
And then
and it
Dante and
was
Penta.
and Brian Keith. It was a triple threat match.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, no. That's so. Winner gets a future AEW World Championship opportunity. Um, can we just go ahead and call bullshit on the injuries excuse now?
Yeah, let's go.
Like this is like I just I don't know why. I mean, if this was a triple threat, this was fine as advertised. If you had left it at nothing else, meaty madness, three big
You know
guys going,
why?
cool, let's do it. You tell me why. Enlighten me.
This is an excuse to get Jericho on the card. That's all this is.
Fine.
He's one of the
Let's work
highest
out.
paid people there. You got to get him on your pay per view.
I guess. I mean,
That's all. That's what it seems to be to me. I mean, he was on TV this week, and like now he's on the pay per view card for some reason. Like that seems to be the
whatever.
excuse. He's one of the highest paid people there. Get your money's worth. Get him on the card. That's what it looks like to me. I think we
Sure.
all know who's going to win this match now. Now that there's an
Or
AEW title shot on the line, yeah,
yep.
Wardlow.
What? We're getting some follow up here, okay? I know. Look, look. Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay. Whether we like it or not, that's where they're going with this story. The intentions were laid clear when they all unmasked and unveiled themselves and unveiled their diabolical plan. Okay, it just is what it is. Do I think that Wardlow could have used a few more TV worthy wins leading up to this? Sure, absolutely. I agree with you there. But at least we're getting the consistency of, okay, here's an objective that was set by Adam Cole for the rest of Undisputed Kingdom, and look at them taking steps towards that end game.
Sure. Doesn't mean I have to like it.
That's fine. Okay.
And no, I didn't say he needed more wins on TV.
You just want him to go away.
It's a failed singles experiment. I think put him in a tag team would be fine, but I think it's kind of a failed singles experiment at this point. I'm not excited for it. I don't know. He reminds me, and I'm going to get a lot of hate because I think he's a better wrestler and I think he's a better promo, but I'm going to get a lot of hate. He reminds me a lot of Ryback. They had lightning in a bottle and they did not capitalize, and now it's kind of like, what do we do with him?
I don't know. I mean, that promo was a good start to try to jumpstart things. That's just...
No, and I say that. He's a better promo than Ryback. He's a better wrestler than Ryback, but that same, holy crap, it's a big dude. He's really, really hot. We're not going to have him win the big one yet. And now it's like, I don't know what to do with him. Now let's turn him heel and see what happens. I mean, it's kind of the exact same thing that happened to Ryback.
Yeah, I do think that they can pull the nose up on this plane here. I'm still going to remain optimistic here. This is just,
not until MJF comes back. That's what this group just feels meaningless until MJF comes back.
Okay. Well, I mean, at this point they can't control that. So at least right now they're at least trying to build and continue the group, the goals of the group. So I'm going to go ahead and say Wardlow is my prediction here.
Sure.
Also, catch us on Wrestling Spotlight, 8:30, 7:30 Central. I think it'll be airing next day, though, but I'm excited for that one, too. We're giving our full Revolution picks. So, I'm going to say Wardlow, too, but let's keep it within Undisputed Kingdom. We have Orange Cassidy taking on Roderick Strong for the International Championship. Again, here's another goal set by Adam Cole. Roddy's going to go after the International Championship. This has been a fun rivalry to watch. Orange Cassidy with that Texas Death Match against Matt Taven, a lot of fun. Orange Cassidy's going to Orange Cassidy. So this is a big test for Roddy here. I mean, this is a pretty nice spot that he's got on this card and within the AEW roster, something we probably weren't going to see him doing in WWE this time 3 years ago.
No, and I'm glad we got a little bit more serious character to Roddy. I think it was about time. I was kind of done with the neck brace, wheelchair, haha, funny gimmick. Yeah, I mean, this will be a good match. The story's been okay. Orange Cassidy's kind of just been floating, in my opinion, since he's won the title. So I think a different direction with the title is needed. Maybe elevate Orange Cassidy to the main event scene. Like, I think him and Samoa Joe would be a lot of fun for the AEW title. But yeah, I'll go Roddy on this one.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be the appropriate choice here. And I guess, to go back to your point about Orange Cassidy, he really wasn't supposed to be in this spot anyway. Once Mox took that title off of him, that was supposed to be kind of that Iron Man of that division, and who knows what he would be doing right now, whether that's a world title contention angle or something along those lines, but that'll be lost to history. At this point, yeah, he could use the break. He's definitely got to rest up and heal up. He's got some injuries I think he's still kind of lingering through, but yeah, fun match I think that this will be, but I'm going to go Roderick Strong.
Yeah, again, as always, like the stories aren't all the way there for some of these matches, but I have no doubt the matches will be very good.
Yeah, so I guess another one that's kind of within that realm here. Will Ospreay, Konosuke Takeshita in a singles match. Don Callis family basically pitting against each other. Ospreay, you have to think gets the win here. It's his first AEW pay-per-view as a member of the roster.
Maybe. There will be some shenanigans in this match. I think this is the Will Ospreay face turn we're going to get. I wouldn't be shocked if Don Callis cost him. I wouldn't be shocked if Will Ospreay wins and Don Callis turns on him. I think either way, Will Ospreay is going to become a face out of this match. And I think this is my early pick for match of the night. I think this is going to be a really good match. I think Takeshita is just very, very high level. And being in there with a guy like Ospreay, Ospreay's going to make you look like $1 million no matter what. It's a big test for Takeshita. This would be kind of his first big loss, so it would be interesting to see how they rebound after that. But yeah, I will go. I'm gonna go Ospreay.
Okay. Yeah, you don't seem crazy about that. Which
I just don't know which one they're gonna pick. It could go either way.
Yeah, I mean, and I think you've said this before. I mean, there really is no need for Ospreay in this particular faction right now. They're doing just fine without him. It made a lot of sense when you could bring him in as kind of the international mercenary, just when you needed him on occasion. But full-time member of the roster here, I don't think so, and especially with Cal Fletcher still firmly within the Callis family, I could see that being a fun program for them as well down the line.
Yeah, hopefully you can get those
TV title. Yeah.
Hopefully, you can get those visa issues fixed.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not an immigration lawyer, so.
My wife is.
Yeah.
Man, Kyle, reach out. She can help you.
Next up, we got Timeless Tony Storm taking on.
Who'd you pick?
Oh, I said Ospreay.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did I interrupt my?
And I want you to introduce this one as the next match. Out of how many? Is there 9 matches?
There are 9 so far.
Okay. This is the one women's match.
Of course it is. Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
If landed Mercedes, I'm going to give them time to cook.
Have they? Have you seen her on the TV yet?
I have not. You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. I have not seen her on the TV yet. We don't know who's showing up.
I didn't think Sean Spears was the vignette guy. So
nobody thought that. Like that was one of the best kept secrets they've had all year.
Until somebody shows up on my television, I'm gonna say, "Here we go." But yeah, Timeless Tony Storm, the Virtuoso, Deonna Purrazzo. This one I kind of go back and forth on too. I could see Deonna taking it. I could also see Tony, getting this first win and then maybe Deonna getting it next time.
Yeah.
You did mention Mercedes. Where does that play affect into everything? I think overall this has been a good storyline. This has probably been the best women's title storyline they've had in a very, very long time.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see this match because I think this is going to be a really, really good match. I think they've taken a little bit of the hookiness out of Toni Storm a little bit to make her more serious and to give her an edge and make her a true heel.
Yeah.
In the back of my mind, somehow, some way, Mariah May is going to be involved in this finish. I just don't know what side quite yet.
Sure.
For argument's sake, I will go Toni Storm to win because I've already predicted one title change, and AEW doesn't do a ton of title changes all the time.
Yep.
I will go Toni Storm for this one, but I am like 51-49 on that.
Yeah, I'm going to go Toni Storm as well. For me, I think, and yeah, Kyle, we'll definitely make sure. Hopefully they pull that finish off better. Was that Full Gear or World's End, or it's just kind of like you guys, with the tray there.
Wasn't the best.
Hopefully nothing like that, yeah. But no, I really want to see Mercedes be the one to take the title off of Toni, assuming that she is who is showing up in a couple of weeks here. So
yep.
I think they're going to hold out for that. But this is just the tip of the iceberg here. There's no reason that this match needs to be the end of this feud, the way that they've both been working here. So we'll see. Next up, Eddie Kingston, Bryan Danielson, Continental Crown on the line. If Danielson loses, he has to shake Kingston's hand.
Bum. I like that he's trying to get that over. He's calling him a bum.
Doesn't care.
I'd love to see Danielson win. On his little retirement tour, kind of, not really. I don't think he's gonna retire full time. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Danielson seems like a guy that's like, I love wrestling no matter what. So, for this one, I will go Eddie Kingston. I think the story is to be told of, hey, you got to shake my hand now. I think Eddie Kingston getting the win over Danielson will continue to boost him up in the rankings, whatever those are. Remember those? He will, get boosted up stock-wise in AEW. I don't think it's quite time for him to relinquish that Triple Crown championship quite yet. So I will go Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, and I like the idea of this respect thing because this is the second AEW feud that Eddie Kingston has had where Handshake has been kind of at the end of it. And, I wasn't crazy about how they executed the Jericho heel turn as part of that. Like, I just thought that could have been better. I think this is something that Bryan Danielson can really sink his teeth into, and we're hearing the trying to make Bum popular, trying to basically show that Danielson up here, Eddie Kingston down here in his mind. And I mean, we know these guys can both tear the house down, so I would. This is another one of those. Hopefully, we'll get them to run it back kind of things,
We'll see. Danielson is, I mean, allegedly again on his retirement tour, so we will see. But I think Danielson will put him over and make him look great. They still have meat on the bone for the Moxley Eddie Kingston feud, so
for sure.
I think maybe that's where an Eddie Kingston would drop the title.
Yeah, just have him mix it up with these guys for the next few months. I mean, I see no reason to do anything different with him. It's gonna be fun. I mean, this is, I'm loving the presentation of Eddie Kingston right now. This is exactly where he needs to be. He, this is all Japan, everything. He's feeling it in his roots of early pro wrestling, and he's just having a ride of his life right now. So I'm super pumped for him, and I'm gonna go Kingston here. No reason for him to lose these titles anytime soon.
Nope, not yet.
Yeah. So now we've got FTR, since we're talking Blackpool Combat Club, taking on Mox and Claudio. Man, these guys already tore it down once for with a TV match of the year contender. This is gonna be nuts, dude.
This is gonna be a great match. I'm gonna get the prediction out of the way real quick. I think Claudio and Mox win to continue the feud. I don't see all three members of Blackpool Combat Club losing on the same night. I could also see, this turning into a tag team title, match for these three. We'll get into it later, but three teams here involved at a bigger show, and again, another contender for match of the night. This is just going to be really good. FTR, again, one of the best tag teams in the world. They're going to tear the house down. Moxley's one of the best in the world. Claudio is one of the most underrated in the world, and it's going to be a fantastic match.
Yeah. So as far as picks, I think I'm going to go FTR. I think they lost the first one, so I see them evening this one out.
Was it a draw?
That's right. Yeah. You're right. Never mind. So, even playing field here. I'm still going to go FTR. Get them this win now. I think overall BCC wins this feud.
I kind of wish this was like a 2 out of 3 falls, though.
Hey, there might be be an AEW pay-per-view in April. So.
I know. That's like my holdout is maybe this one ends maybe in a smudge too, and we get that. Hey, all right, we're gonna do 2 out of 3 falls. Let's just see who the better team is, kind of thing.
I like it. Or give me a Texas Tornado. Those are always fun.
Well, that's later that night. So the tag titles are on the line in a Texas Tornado. You can look.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
You can look.
Yeah.
No, you're going to challenge me? Okay. Oh, you're double checking. You're double checking my work. Okay. Here we go.
Is that a problem?
This guy edits one video clip, and now he's Mr. Editor.
One clip.
Mr. Spell Check over here.
Edit one clip. How many do I?
Do you, or does your friend Allen Iverson help you with? Little peek behind the curtain there, buddy boy.
It's the last time I tell you anything. Shit.
You should. I always bring it back.
Yeah, I usually do. Christian Cage taking on Daniel Garcia, TNT Championship. Christian will be flanked by Killswitch, Nick Wayne, and Mother Wayne. I really just wanted to say Mother Wayne. Anyway.
I know you do. I know you like Mother Wayne.
Yeah.
I know you do.
Mother Wayne's got it going on.
Okay. So, Christian's going to win this match. It's that the larger feud is Adam Copeland and Christian still. They have a match coming up in Toronto, I think.
Yeah, I'd imagine Cope will probably have some interference in this match.
I would assume so. Danny Garcia just kind of seems like and I don't want to say it like this, but it kind of seems like the challenger of the month. Um, Almost not a speed bump, but kind of just a detour to get to Adam Copeland in that match in Canada. So I'll go Christian on this one. I think it'll be a good match. It'll be a good test for Danny Garcia to continue to get over with the crowd. I mean, he's way over, but I would have much rather seen like Danny Garcia challenge for the international title because I think he'd have more of a chance to win that title rather than the TNT title right now.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm just gonna put this up there because he. I'm gonna let him have his moment. It's cool.
You're a fraud. He doesn't even like the Bengals, guys.
I'm sorry. What did you just say? What did you just say? Say it again.
I don't know. I'm not. Maybe you work on your active listening.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Look, see, you need your help on your active listening. I'm sorry, am I bothering you? We're in the middle of a show.
Yeah, I understand that here. Okay, how about working on stuff for our show? You know what? Okay, all right.
We're in the middle of a show. This guy's over here working. Okay? Yeah, that's fine. You're on camera though. Make it a little bit more subtle.
I don't give a shit. You know what? Okay.
What was that? What were you gonna say there? what was that? You almost let it slip. Go ahead.
I didn't say anything.
Who's winning this match?
I didn't say anything.
Who's winning the match?
Oh, man.
You have to think about it. Interesting.
Because we've both said that feud doesn't necessarily need the title to go with it.
No.
It doesn't. I mean, I do think there will be interference. It evens out the numbers. I'll say Cage, but I'm not going to like it.
Okay. That's okay.
I'm not going to like it.
That's okay. That's the point of Cage.
It is what it is.
That's the point. You're not supposed to like what he does.
He's not thinking either. Okay. Yeah. Sorry that I'm putting a little forethought into my predictions for the evening, gentlemen.
You should, because Tony doesn't when he's booking.
I'm not a billionaire, so...
No. Neither is he. His dad is.
I'm not a multimillionaire.
Okay.
Right?
I'm gonna get heat for that one.
Yeah. The thoughts and opinions expressed by the podcast that do not reflect those of the Wrestling Junkies.
What's the next match, buddy?
Yeah, so we have... I think we're into our main events here. First one, Samoa Joe, Hangman Page, Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Championship. 3-way match. Hangman came out. Had an old ankle injury. Swerve Strickland.
Yep. Pulled the blanket off his leg.
Yeah. Oh,
that was a great angle. That was funny.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
go back and watch it for context. It's a great angle.
No, I will not.
Yeah, no. Last night that was awesome. I really liked it. I like that. Although it was kind of spoiled earlier in the week with Jerry Lynn, confirming that it was a work. But yeah, it was a good angle. Hangman is full heel now, and I like that.
Yeah.
Hangman is now just tired of everything and going, F it, I'm a full heel. Swerve is the clear babyface, and Samoa Joe is kind of the tweener. So all the dynamics are there. With that being said, I have one question, and it will dictate my answer.
Okay.
Does this main event?
No.
Okay, then Samoa Joe is winning.
No. Yeah, no. There's no way.
Because I think you save the big Swerve triumphant title change for a main event.
So, interesting point from Kyle here. Hangman wins corporate elite run.
No.
Don't act like that wouldn't be entertaining.
Oh, so they're literally doing the same thing that WWE's doing on the road to WrestleMania?
Has that stopped them before?
I don't want corporate elite now. I like what the Young Bucks are doing. And Hangman doesn't scream corporate because Hangman's not an EVP, is he?
He's not an EVP, but that doesn't mean that they can't have their associates.
Yeah, I guess. If it was Kenny, I think I'd be a little bit more open to that idea. But like Hangman doesn't scream corporate guy. Like I can't see him
Yeah.
coming out in the 1920s golfing outfit that they wear now. So I don't Google it, kids. I don't hate the idea, but if it was Kenny rather than Hangman, I would do that. Just keep Tony Khan as far away from it as you can if you go that route, please.
Yeah. God. Yeah. No, I don't ever want to see him as a character. I don't think that anybody else really does. So
No.
it's fine. I'm still gonna say Joe here, just because there really hasn't been. I mean, this would be the toughest test to date for him as far as his title challengers. I think there's been Hook and
That's it.
yeah. So I mean, really, are we gonna say that that's the best that Joe could do during that run? Is okay. He runs through Hook basically, and then loses it in a 3-way.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think that they would do that to him. And also shout outs to Joe, because the acting skills are straight fire. When Swerve pulls out the announce desk, going back to the announce desk with the poncho on, his face just like anger, and then it just was like just little touches, little details. Like,
Yep.
I'm not an actor, so.
No, he's the best. Joe's fantastic. I love Joe. Yeah, continue the title run. I think he's earned more out of the title run than a couple months.
Yeah, fair. Main event time. Sting and Darby Allin taking on the Young Bucks. The Tornado Tag Team match. I almost called it Texas, but
They're not in Texas.
Yeah, fine. A Greensboro Tornado Tag match.
That doesn't have a good ring to it. I know you're not a marketing guy, so it's.
Anyway, this is the Tornado Tag match. Sting's last match, main event. This is the end of an era here. I guess I'll let you back in. Not better.
That's right. Turn me off. You might get him next time you pop this camera back on. You better be careful. I'm not that bad, am I?
Oh.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
End of an era.
It is the end of an era. I'm interested to see, kind of how they play it throughout the night. Are they going to get clips? Are they going to get, do they partner with TNA to maybe get some of those clips? Do they reach out to WWE and try to get some WCW clips? I mean, we've seen them partner in the past. You remember the whole John Cena thing with Danielson, and it's been done with Jericho as well. Like
Billy Gunn, we've seen it.
And maybe this is a different regime. It's a different regime. So in Triple H, we know how much he respects the business. Does he go, okay, one of the greatest of all time is retiring. Yes, you can use WCW footage. Like, I don't know.
I mean, think of the hefty licensing fees,
Yeah, like if AEW is willing to pay it, why wouldn't WWE go, okay, yeah, you can use a clip of Sting wrestling on Nitro.
Yeah.
What
going to use anything from that faded run, but
Well, I mean, early on Nitro when he was embracing that character and some Surfer Sting.
2015 is what I was saying. Nothing from that, like.
No. I don't think you would see WWE on AEW. No. I think maybe like Surfer Sting and Crow, the beginning of the Crow Sting and stuff like that. Just like a few clips of them or something like that. We've seen WWE partner with other companies in the past, like a TNA when Ric Flair went over there, or Ric Flair came back, and then Christian came. I wouldn't be shocked. It would probably be good pub for the WWE anyway. You go, okay, again, a legend is retiring. Let's give him his flowers. Let's make this the biggest deal it can be. Let's again respect the wrestling business. Triple H kind of seems like that guy that would do that. So that'll be interesting to see if that happens. Next, I don't think Ric Flair will get involved since he got physical last night. Thank God. And lastly, Young Bucks are going to win. Sting is old school. He's going to go out counting the lights.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun match. This is the best story that they could have told, I think. I mean, they've really embraced this heel EVP side, and I think that's going to be the right way to go out here. And again, Greensboro, a lot of history here. He wants to, this is the last chapter, and I think he'll go out doing the honors the way that a lot of people think that you should. So I agree.
Okay.
I think overall we got a fun little card, and we're going to be talking about this a little bit further in depth tonight on Wrestling Spotlight. Thank you guys so much for checking out this episode of the Wrestling Judges Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. Let me double check here real quick.
I've been refreshing it all day.
Still at 998. So we just need 2 more people. 2 more people. Let's get to 1,000. Let's celebrate. It's gonna be a good weekend for everybody. Stay safe. Like, share, subscribe. Be kind. I think that's all I've got. Podcast Dad. Anything else?
What is it? 18 hours in the car now with you?
Yeah. So.
Wish me luck, folks.
This has been the Wrestling Junkies podcast. We'll talk to you guys soon.